emotional state of things. Something that felt good, thinking about leaving. Because you've taken the lesson, you've taken all of the emotional lessons you could take from it, and you feel like you're ready to ascend from the situation. And where this may put you at like a square one kind of feeling, you know that you'll be ascending. So it's an ending, and it's an emotional ending, but it's like a liberation. Because the old structures don't support you anymore emotionally. You don't need that anymore. You see it now as like a game to be played, and you want to move beyond playing the game. Because nothing's permanent about it. And that's just existence. Nothing that you really work on is going to be stable forever. Nothing is constant but change, right? And you know this, and you're applying this. And adapting to situations as you go. There may be somebody who you are kind of having an issue working with. Maybe they don't quite see things the way that you do. They're changeable in a different way. And it has more to do with what they want. Which, yeah, that's important. But I see some judgment and maybe somebody getting cut off. And that might be part of what's ending and what's beginning here. You never know. Yeah. And where this contract may, like I said, this might be a reworking of just how you relate to others, how you work with others. Reworking your emotional inner It's time to move on. And as much as I want to make this about just you, I think this is about a partnership. But it doesn't seem totally sad. It looks like we're able to take the lesson for what it is and find liberation, find a new way of living in our heart and spirit. In the grandest way. Trying to let go of anything. Just let it go and adapt and move up and ascend, no matter what that means. Going with the flow. Like somebody who's seen past the structures. And is trying to bypass the pain of living within them and ascending. Like, kind of how the people who like to do the law of attraction try to think about things. Anyway, how do we offer love? How do we work together in love? What do we do when you feel like somebody doesn't feel the same way about you? When you're working together in love and when all of a sudden a confusing an addition comes. Like, say you've been building an emotional bond with somebody for some time. You're used to this. You know how to keep the balance. But when somebody new is introduced, you don't know what their emotional state is. This is not only going to test all of the others involved and possibly push them to growth, but there could be something within their own cup that is that some might call unhealthy. And knowing when to free yourself or another person. Because sometimes we work with others for such a long time, we get to know what that's like, but it doesn't take much when a new body of water is introduced, it doesn't take much to change emotions. Just a drop from somebody else's cup could change the entire. Knowing when to go. Spotting manipulation and knowing when to go. Using not just your emotions, but also your intellect. Knowing when somebody's being manipulative and unkind, when when somebody's playing to their own advantage and agenda. Trusting your intuition. And letting go before betrayal. This could be in a family situation. Going from the 6 to the 7. Going from a bond you knew and understood to some confusion. What is this bringing to us? How are we going to balance this? But a knowing that this is part of the life, this is part of nobody can avoid all hurt, can they? And I don't think that's the best way to go about this. I'm going to pull from the Enchanted Map. Cleaning house and moonlighting on the shuffle, on the swivel. Details, details. That were hidden coming to light. Hidden emotions, confusing emotions. Peaks of joy, magic prayer. And knowing that this change is confusing and we may try to make choices, we might try to make the right choices, but we may not have as much, let's see this. The role of fate in our lives and pushing with what we can do. Like, you know how some people may say, the only thing you can control is your reaction to things. Sometimes that's the case. And I get that feeling here. Knowing what's happening, you don't have as much control of as one might want. And knowing where it's going to go. Intuitively, intellectually. And it looks like within a partnership. A strong one. And knowing not to try to force your way. I see with coming to life reversed and rock bottom upright, something's going to change, and it's been seen. For some, this could be somewhat about knowing how to protect yourself from creatures and people you respect and find beautiful. You know that there's a purpose for them as well, but you need a barrier. cards. Coming to life, 29. And it's reversed. Coming to life card is a gentle reminder to get out of your own way, to let go and let spirit lead. New life is unstable in the beginning and needs gentle care. Farmers don't go to their fields and pull up the shoots of plants to see how they're doing. They know that everything has its own cycle of growth. Let nature take its course. Find other things to focus on right now. Simplicity and small steps are the order of the day. When the time is right, you will see a miracle. And we have rock bottom. Surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom, and that's what I was getting before. Knowing that you have to surrender to this. Something is changing, and it feels confusing, but you know the best way is to take the lesson and ascend. Find a new structure. Even emotionally, as difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. And if you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear like magic, which is what I was seeing with the World card, right? And all the manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. Rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. That's what I have.